Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. We're basically continuing what Spar would call the Hollow Bastion arc of the game today, and we actually have a new world to show off, but before that, there's a little bit of preamble, actually involving the Final Fantasy characters, so let's get to it.
Don't you mean pre-ramble? Because you know how we get sometimes.
Yeah, not really sure what happened during the Pride Lands. I don't know, turning into a lion may have scrambled my brain chemistry, but there was a chest in the background. There is a chest in the background!
Well, I mean, we know where we're going, right? It's only been how many years? Don't worry, I know it like the back of my glove, I think.
Walk over to the wall, glove on thing. Ah, there's a map on the back of it. Very good, very good.
The power glove, it's so bad.
Really, has any advertising slogan ever been such a self-own? I don't think so.
I don't know. Get caught in the crossfire could be one of those, but to be fair, the crossfire commercial was pretty fucking awesome.
You want to be in the crossfire, you'll get caught up in it.
If we have to have like a dark post-apocalyptic future, I wish it was that one, as opposed to the one we're all gonna naturally get in the real world, so...
True that. Now, just to move on from the pre-ramble into something actually interesting to talk about. I believe once, it may have been like offline, hey Stitch, we'll get to you later. We mentioned what it would be like if the Muppets made it into Kingdom Hearts. Would you be a fan of this idea? And if so, what area of the Muppets would you like? Would it be like one of their adaptations, like A Christmas Carol, Treasure Island, or something more traditional, like just The Muppet Show?
I guess probably the least damaging way to put this into Kingdom Hearts, because the thing is about the Muppets, they've done a lot of adaptations and like other things. They fit in a lot of different settings, so you could probably make it work in Kingdom Hearts. I would say probably the best thing to do is make an original kind of faux fantasy setting or whatever, and then just have the Muppets in it. I think that would be best, so, you know, you can kind of lean on the strength of Muppets, but you don't have to worry about adapting, like, a particular movie, because the ones they're known for are, like, Muppets Take Manhattan, for example, more of the real world kind of stuff, and I don't think that would fit for Kingdom Hearts, so you can do it, you just have to make some adjustments, I think.
You could make, like, a fancy Manhattan, and it'll be a minigame world, but yeah, I agree, something more... Actually... What if they adapted Final Fantasy VII, but it was just Muppets?
Why would you suggest something like that? Such a bad idea as it was.
I want to see Fozzie as Barrett, okay?
Isn't that a little stereotyping?
What? Just because he's ginger, he's not brown.
Ooh, that's gonna go bad fast if we continue on that track.
Okay, well, let's continue looking for people. Speaking of Final Fantasy, here's Tifa.
Yeah, I should probably get around to finishing this game, but I'm not gonna do it, I don't think.
Now, I'm gonna assume you mean Final Fantasy VII and not Kingdom Hearts 2, otherwise that would be a little bit weird.
Yeah, no, the remake. And by the way, I love her description of, you know, she's looking for Cloud. Have you seen a dude with spiky hair? Do you know how little that narrows it down, lady?
Seriously, I saw like 5 of those types of guys on the way in here.
Shit, this is a JRPG, of course that's gonna be the most common fucking hairstyle. If I had my hair stand up like that, I'd look like a fucking idiot, of course.
Now I just want to see it, you realize.
Well, I mean, I do have an awful cowlick I hate working with, so in the morning when I wake up, the side of my head is typically sticking straight up.
Well, you're halfway there already.
God, that's the last fucking thing I need.
Now, the funny thing is, Tifa doesn't really interact with anyone outside of Sora, Donald, and Goofy. Check it off, by the way. So, is she actually real? Is she Cloud's light, as we may figure out later on? Who knows, really? It's not really a big part of the plot.
I don't know, part of that kind of seems like a lot like a fan theory that people bring up to kind of justify something. You know, like, for example, when the Mass Effect 3 ending came out, it was super bad, of course. People are like, oh, what if there was indoctrination the whole time? I'm like, you can't just make up a theory to justify bad storytelling. It doesn't work that way, alright? So...
Yeah, that's kind of how cope works, but, indoctrination is a good theory. I'm just putting it out there.
Doug Erholtz here has the common refrain I like to tell people in my particular past as tech support, so I know exactly what he's fucking going through here.
Oh god, yeah. Now, if you have played Kingdom Hearts 2 before, or you have like a cursory knowledge of Disney, you may be able to figure out what world we're going to here. But just in case you don't, it's a movie from the 80s. It involves computers. It does not involve Stitch, so I guess they couldn't really figure out a place to put him in.
It'd be funny if, when Lilo and Stitch was coming out, they did that advertising where it was like reenacting scenes from past Disney movies.
Oh,
they
yeah.
should have had a Tron one. I mean, it's Tron, but they should have had a Tron one. I think that would have been really funny, actually.
Who's there?
I'm trying to remember which films they covered. I think it was mostly the Disney Renaissance, right?
Yeah, I think it was Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and one other. I could have sworn there was like one other.
I want to say The Lion King.
See, this kind of shit is why they made Windows 11 for you guys. It's so fucking simple that you can't do shit in it unless you know what you're doing because of people like you.
Ugh. It keeps trying to get me to install it. I'm like, nope, you can change the locations of the confirm prompts. I'm not going to fall for it.
I had to use like a program just to make sure it wouldn't do that inadvertently. To Windows 11 credit, it has not tried to beam me in order to download it yet.
You know, I kind of have always wanted to be Freakazoid, so maybe I'll take you up on that offer next time it pops up.
I will give Nomura and the team some credit. I do like that they brought Tron into Kingdom Hearts, because as we know, Nomura is a big sci-fi fan. A lot of the kind of themes and ideas from sci-fi films he likes show up in Kingdom Hearts. So I do really appreciate the bone they threw to Tron, because Tron is not really a popular kind of franchise, but it does have a cult following. So it was good to see it here.
Mm-hmm. The original film came out July 1982, so I think this may be one of the oldest properties in Kingdom Hearts thus far. Peter Pan beats it, I know that much.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's some older properties I would like to see as well. But it's, easier to say. Tron does have some more recognition, because it is very distinct.
Sadly, they couldn't get David Warner to reprise Sark, the MCP, etc. So this is actually David Warner's friend, Corey Burton, who you may know as Jensen.
I get it.
And you may also know him in Transformers as Shockwave, and fucking everybody else that they have to get to cover in this series. I guess because they had Corey Burton on the docket already, they'd rather just use him than to reach out to get David Warner. But it was strange because David Warner, I know, he was doing a lot of voices in like 90s cartoons I watched. He was notably Ra's al Ghul in Batman the Animated Series, and he was the Loeb in Freakazoid.
You're inside a mainframe computer system.
Oh, I recognize that voice. Let me scroll over to my little Wikipedia page here. Let's see. Bruce Boxleiter as Alan Bradley. He was Flynn's work partner. Flynn, of course, being played by Jeff Bridges.
But this copy was acquired
He
by
also
another
plays
user.
Tron here, which is a bit of a get, I think. It's not like Bruce was ever out of work. Looking at his filmography here, it was pretty consistent, actually. But I don't know. There's just something about this that feels pretty cool to have
My
him
name is
back.
Tron. I'm a security program.
Harks to what I was saying earlier about the love for various sci-fi films. They have gone out of their way to get notable sci-fi actors from these films. So getting the original, Tron obviously is pretty good. I don't know. I didn't see Tron Legacy or whatever. I don't know if he shows up in that at all as like a voice. Obviously with the circumstances of Tron in that movie, it's a little difficult. I don't know if you've seen it though.
I have seen Tron Legacy. We did it as part of one of the Disney films, I believe. I think Tron's likeness shows up. I'm not sure if he gets a speaking line.
Okay. Because of the events in the movie, he gets like brainwashed and shit. So I was just curious.
The whole system. If you idle here,
Some trivia now. Space Paranoids, if you've watched the film, you would know, is the name of the video game that Flynn creates.
Yeah, in the 80s, we all thought this is what the future was going to be like, as opposed to what we have now, which is distressingly nowhere near that.
Indeed. Another thing, I'm just reading this straight from the Kingdom Hearts fandom wiki here, so thank you very much. In the World Select, if you travel to Hollow Bastion / what's coming up and read the episode list, Space Paranoids was originally going to be called the World of Programs.
We're not going
I guess it makes sense to call it Space Paranoids a little more distinct, but I haven't seen the original Tron. I don't know how much the inner world connects to the actual video game they have, so who knows.
Lastly, in Dream Drop Distance, a Space Paranoid section was going to be included for Sora in the grid, whereas Riku was going to be doing the grid story instead. That I never actually knew about.
Huh, that's interesting.
Master Control, why not just de-res Tron?
Just fucking kill him. We don't have the resources to do that.
Our polygons are not as advanced as they will be in 2023.
Send out the fighting polygon team. They'll finish him off.
Actually, yeah, some fighting polygon team in here would be pretty neat.
Stop any remaining anomalies in the system or else. End of line.
Acknowledged.
Always pushing me about. One of these days I'll be the giant face and you'll be sorry.
At least we know when he's done talking, because he says end of line, which makes conversations easier. I wish I kind of had that in real life.
True that. Let's have a look here. There is more Space Paranoid stuff coming up. I believe, actually, the grid was the original thing that Ansem the Wise was fucking about with, and Space Paranoids was something he created to research and whatnot. I guess, let's have a look here. Yeah, Space Paranoids is a copy from the original HellfireComms server that hosted the grid, which is a sleeping world in Dream Drop Distance. It's from this world in the past that Ansem the Wise formed, for research purposes, Space Paranoids.
Man, can you imagine Ansem just opening up fucking Game Maker and making one of these?
I don't think he used Game Maker.
Yeah, no, I mean, this was like 80s shit. You had to actually code pretty close to the hardware. You know, it's kind of interesting. I'm thinking about taking a lower level programming language, so I can only geek out about that, but Tom, I don't think understands what the fuck's going on.
I was online terminally, even back in those days, but you've always been the more techie of us too, so yeah, that makes sense. Question for you though, do you think Ansem ever partook in classic Flash cartoons?
That would be interesting, although I know if Kingdom Hearts existed back then, it would totally be like a major subject for those kind of Flash cartoons. Back then, I think like the most, you know, it was kind of early as anime, Dragon Ball Z, whatever was on Toonami at the time, but I don't think he partook particularly, no.
We're talking about him as if he's a real person here. I just want him to have watched, like, that one Final Fantasy thing. That's a ton, Mary Cloud.
Oh, yeah, no, I know the one you're talking about, because I was about to mention Legendary Frog, actually. I like the one where they, like, went to school, and then, like, they fought, like, a teacher summoned, like, Bahamut for some reason. That one was pretty good. I can't remember the fucking name of her, of course.
For some reason, the other day, I was thinking of Perfect Kirby, which was essentially Kirby, but he's doing Perfect Dark stuff.
Yeah, Perfect Kirby's kind of interesting. Like, it was the weird Wild West back then, which was kind of cool, you know, for the internet.
For sure. Yeah, we did a thing. We're pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, this is what it's like when you beat in an old desktop tower. You know, LGR probably does things like this all the time.
Wait. LGR? Sorry, I was thinking of limited run games. You must be referring to something completely different.
Oh yeah, it's short for Lazy Game Reviews, but he doesn't really do Lazy Game Reviews anymore. It's more like looking at nostalgic historical hardware, which is pretty neat.
Okay, that's cool and all, but I thought you were going to say he's not lazy anymore.
Well, no, he puts out videos consistently. I'm subscribed to him still.
Ah, very good. You got to be doing something right for Helldragon to subscribe to you on YouTube. He has a very limited pool of what he considers acceptable.
That's true. I mean, you know, I've been a Civi fan for so long, and I unabashedly, you know, gush about his videos, so...
Yeah, he actually got me to watch a few of them, and I have watched a few more of my own recourse, so I'm slowly making my way through that backlog.
That's good. I still gotta catch up on his bolt gun one, even though I didn't beat that game.
Copies of all the original system programs are stored there.
If you notice, Tron has a T on his chest. Is that clothes or is that skin? Yeah, both.
T. It stands for Tron. Yes, thank you.
What's the disc on the back? Oh, that's just if we want an impromptu game of Frisbee. Don't worry about it.
We'll just delete System 32. The MCP won't see it coming.
Oh no, you'll kill us all!
Yeah, actually, that may kill them all. That's alright. That's like the fucking apocalypse.
Then I'll be able to put this system back the way it was before the MCP got control and changed everything.
Not really digging the aesthetic right now. It's a bit too dark for my liking. You need some neon in here. There's neon everywhere, but the good kind of neon. The stuff that isn't oppressive, like in a cyberpunk or Blade Runner sort of style.
Well, they kind of changed that for Tron Legacy. I'd say that's more of a cyberpunk Blade Runner-ish style, in a way, at least in terms of colors.
And they got Daft Punk to score the whole thing, so you know... That's good. I don't know what my point was. Just go listen to the Tron Legacy soundtrack. We already knew this. We knew this 15 years ago. Don't expect us to go every reveal in the game.
Looks like the MCP's onto us.
It might be because I installed those 30 copies of Doom running at the same time. I think that's why.
Who the hell is running 30 copies of fucking Tron? Get him! It's like it's implied he's done this before.
Okay, you're good to go. Hurry!
Next time, learn some PowerShell before you come in here, alright, guys?
Terms I don't understand.
Oh, he's got the Z block. That's like the worst block to deal with in Tetris. Oh no, Donald came back wrong.
I was gonna say he's just fused with Goofy into some kind of monstrosity.
God, I didn't know this was gonna be a Cronenberg kind of game.
What if David Lynch made Kingdom Hearts?
That would be fucking weird. You know, I keep meaning to watch the David Lynch Dune, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Sorry, I'm just thinking of that one interview. Kingdom Hearts is light. Elaborate on that. No. Yeah, we have defeated Ansem. That's a good friggin' point. Ugh. Maybe we should have asked him the password to his fucking PC before we killed him.
I guess we can't learn about Kingdom Hearts. This password's encrypted in the folder. We can't do anything.
Now, Leon did turn directly to Tifa, but that was only because Sora was looking in that direction.
I don't know. This theory's still kind of,
Why can't I ever be right?
Because you're not.
He's right, and I'm wrong. And that's not right. This is me tied in my room. Things just go flying.
I don't like his smug-ass appearance.
It mocks me. Let me just move this. How heavy was that painting?
She read the strategy guide ahead of time. That's how she knew this was back here.
The forbidden law. Everyone's passwords.
You know, Tifa, you could probably look for like a book in the lever or something like that, not like a wall kind of button or anything.
I love how the writing isn't even faded enough to be, like, obscured.
What's this doodle?
Down to Dick.
Okay. I was gonna say, although I don't think it's even worth it anymore, that the HD version is probably putting in work here.
Looks like a diagram or something. Oh, D.
Down to Dick.
Thank you, Helldragon. You always bring the top-notch commentary to these sessions.
Look at this. This must be the data space.
Well, there is a giant heart here. Yeah, that makes sense.
The door to darkness.
Yes, Sora, I can read, thank you.
What do you know? But that still leaves the password.
Say, fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness?
Oh my god. I adore Kingdom Hearts. I will never not laugh at that. The juxtaposition of them having a serious conversation, and then, ho, hey fellas!
It would probably be even more awkward if when he came in, the They Might Be Giants theme song would be playing.
Which one would that be?
The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse one.
Oh no. Yeah, don't play his theme song whenever he enters a room. Like, he may be a king, but he seems like a humble king to me.
So when he beats a boss, it should be going like, hot dog, do 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 do.
That would change the tone of the game dramatically, I think.
Oh yeah. We gotta preserve that, right?
Password?
It's password, isn't it?
Oh, I guess you mean like a code.
Yes, that's what a fucking password is, dude.
Look, we're not that backwards over at Disney Town, alright? We have, like, fiber optic and whatnot.
Jasmine and Belle.
Of course.
He only knows, like, 4 of them. I was going to explain the rest, come back!
What are you trying to do?
With that password, we can get access to Ansem's research data.
It's Big Booty
So
Lover
that
number
means you
3.
might be able to find out
Where are
where
the
he is.
first 2? Oh, quest
Stop joking around,
activated.
Your Majesty. We already defeated Ansem. You know that.
Yeah, about that.
Looks like I've got a lot of explaining to do.
You see, between games, Nomura went and did what he likes to call a retcon.
But first I've got a question.
Hey, isn't Tron waiting for you guys?
Deal with one plot thread at a time, guys, come on.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. If those Heartless attack, I'll stand and fight with everybody here.
Man, don't
Yeah,
fuck with
we
Mickey
will
Mouse.
too.
We'll get to that
Then
later.
let's talk more later.
No, he'll fuck you up, dude.
He has multiple ways to make a guy hurt. He can hit you with his Keyblade, or he can just sue your ass into oblivion.
He'll just buy you, that's what happens. You're mine now, Zenmus!
Hey, you belong to me now! Alright, back to Tronland, which is what we will rechristen Space Paradise once we delete the MCP.
I don't know if that works out.
I'm not really a super big fan of Master Form, mostly because once you get, like, Final Form, I feel like you're pretty good on the whole dual-wielding Keyblade sort of thing.
Yeah, man, I didn't even grind like Master Form, although apparently you have to. I think you have to do to get, like, Glide going, so there's one reason to use it.
Alright, into the pit cell. Well, gee, Sora, I don't know if this is a good idea. The last time I came out, I felt like less of a dog.
My insides feel like they're upside down.
I didn't want to bring this up in front of Donald, but I feel my penis is still in there somewhere.
Just casually getting beamed into the internet. Yeah, this is me jumping into Twitter. It's so scary.
Yeah, this is what I would like to believe is happening when we boot up Twitter, but God knows, it's not. We might as well beam into hell these days. Huh?
Huh? You get out too.
Is that outside interference?
We're gonna get some new protagonists in here. You guys are just making this drag.
The cast of Code Lyoko just pops up.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Welcome to the game grid.
Game grid?
We only have one game because we only have 100 kilobytes in here.
Her rocks fall, everybody dies.
Immediate de-resolution.
Can we play Wizardry while we're here?
No, look, there's like 50 megabits of data on this bad boy. We can't fit more than a single game.
You have no choice.
Dude, do you know how small Wizardry is? Come on.
Well, I guess you could say it's magic. Hell yeah, baby. One of the best parts of the original Tron movie. Some may say the best.
Do you think they should have given Sora a normal kind of like motorcycle? Because he looks kind of good on it. Like maybe his Keyblade could turn into a motorcycle in Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh, well, that was fast.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, there's more coming up. But yeah, I agree. I don't think Sora's at that point with his Keyblade styles and whatnot. We got a little glimpse of it in Kingdom Hearts 3. But, I don't know, maybe he's been depowered again for 4. We'll have to wait and see.
All right.
Man, I really
Looks like
hope
we can
they
escape through there.
don't do that. I mean, they gotta... Well, okay, I guess there are a few explanations that would work to explain why he doesn't have all of his cool shit anymore.
How about he fucking died?
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I'll go with that, I guess.
If you have to bring up an excuse, I guess dying is a good one.
You dead? That ain't no excuse. Get back to it.
Have you seen this one tweet of an extremely goofy movie?
Do you know how little that narrows it down?
Fair enough. It's the one where, you know, Bradley Uppercrust the Third is in the Java place with everyone and Bobby mouths off to him. And then Bradley just shifts into Thanos and snaps Bobby out of existence.
Oh, I've seen that one, yeah.
I was just thinking, like, what if Thanos was in Kingdom Hearts and Donald just disappeared that same way?
I'm sure you brought that up before, but it's still kind of funny.
Well, I was on a stream the other day and someone brought it up, so it's fresh in my mind right now.
Yeah, this is Sora trying to get all the rings so he can get the Chaos Emerald.
I see. Tails in the background just running into bombs as he is wont to do.
No, that's Donald. They didn't give him a bike.
Oh god. No. No, this is my track.
I'm a little opposed to this violence on the road. This isn't road rash.
Keep going straight. Haha!
Bye, bitches!
We did it. I love in Dream Drop Distance when Riku breaks out of the grid. He fires a laser bolt at the wall, and the hole is heart-shaped. Just so extra, but I love it. Yeah, don't worry about me, I was just having a nap. That's how programs nap.
Well, I mean, they have suspend modes for a reason.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
We came to give you the password.
Why didn't you just transmit the data?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, no, I would faint too. That's tech
I'll
support.
be alright. Once we access the DTD.
You don't look like you have a virus. Are there any other programs that might be slowing you down? Like, is there adware?
May have installed 50 more copies of Doom. I gotta stop doing that with every computer I run into.
I see you, Spar. I know you're running past the big chest on purpose to annoy me.
I'm pretty sure he's memorized this by now anyway. Look, let's be honest. Most of the time they're just maps. Do you really need a map for fucking Kingdom Hearts 2 areas? Come on.
Not really. Maybe for free, because they can be a bit expansive, but here it's like, you're not really going to be lost trying to find a secret room or anything for the most part. Maybe in like a certain cavern later on, but not in the main worlds.
Yeah, no, I need help finding my way out of this big box. Help me.
Oh god, I'm lost in Twilight Town. There's a tram system? Oh, how will I ever escape?
That tram system is like fucking 5 feet long. It don't take people nowhere.
One person gets on, sorry, we're full up there. Alright, I'm just gonna summon Agumon and warp Digivolve him, and the problem will solve itself. Anyone else?
Oh, yeah. How do you spell that again?
Accidentally spells Kari, and again the Digimon comes in. Which is weird because, like, Kairi's KH1 design kind of looks like Kari.
Sorta, yeah.
If you squint, if you smear Vaseline on your screen.
And you look at it underwater?
By that point, you're, you know, looking for a new TV, so I wouldn't recommend that. It is time for video game action. Engaging video game fun.
No, that's just my sound blaster going off in the wrong way. The problem is a lot of my computing is 90s terms, so a lot of y'all may not get this.
I mean, some of you may not have even been born during the period that THD is describing here.
I am aware that I'm a little on in years. I'm 35, and I've had so many things to do, after all.
So many, so many. Anyway, the point here is you got to kill people to get orbs, and you do the thing on the thing, and boom, Bob's your uncle.
What a succinct description of this chain of events.
I mean, it was. That is literally, like, what succinct means. I summarized it in a way that can be done quickly.
Do this shit, and then you go here, and then you do that shit, and then you're good, you know, so don't fuck it up.
Wow, you summarized life in a very succinct manner, though.
Look, life is really just a no save, no damage run when you think about it.
Some people don't get lucky, though. Some people have to do a level 1 run. Alright, now I have all the power of Wikipedia. I don't feel any stronger. I just feel a little bit wiser.
I've absorbed the power of Rule 34.
Oh, we should leave, Sora.
Finally, I have full access to the DTD.
You stupid
My
bitches!
takeover of the system is now complete. I might have anticipated such a simple password.
But I didn't, so here we are.
Just ignore that part.
Program for the town.
Why is...
Let's see how
Ansem,
you perform.
were you expecting the town to fall to darkness? Why is this here?
Yeah, no, this is like a fucking... It's like a Metroid kind of event, turn of events.
Program.
What are you doing?
The password.
That's my tickle spot.
He added a 1 to the end of each princess's name.
You haven't changed your password in 30 days, MCP. You gotta make a new one.
What do we do? We've got to protect the user town. Let's head to the tower.
Let's.
It is implied that they went to the tower.
Well, no, we're actually going to go to the tower. I don't know what that ability Tron got was. Maybe he has like a password cracker now.
I think that's to, justify, because when you first get Tron, he has like shitty abilities. But then, after this event, he actually gets good shit, and he actually gets like the limit ability.
Ah, yeah, that's a pretty cool limit, actually.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It is fucking essential, by the way, for the Solar Slider. Just gonna say that now.
They actually do a pretty neat callback to it in Dream Drop Distance when you're de-virusing Rinsler, I want to say.
De-virusing. Yeah, no, I actually thought that was pretty neat when they called back to that.
I like Dream Drop Distance a fair bit, actually. It may be like the cutting off point for a lot of people who felt KH got a little bit too crazy, but I thought he had a great selection of worlds, probably the most eclectic in the series, which means most varied, just in case you didn't know. And yeah, I liked the grid. I'm not sure if I like it more than Space Paranoids. In fact, I'm pretty sure I like Space Paranoids a fair bit more, because I just dig the 80s aesthetic over like the post-2000s sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna have to go with the 80s aesthetic here. With Dream Drop Distance, I thought it was fine. Like, I felt it was kind of a somewhat of a lesser Birth by Sleep in a few ways.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And again, the story is pretty fucking filler. It's still nice that the 3DS got a game that plays pretty decent. Still is fun to control and, fun to do certain things in. That's my... It sure was okay, guys.
It's fun to do certain things in. You could do this, or that. You should make friends or enemies.
Are you quoting that fucking Penny Arcade comic?
I may be quoting that Penny Arcade. I binged the whole thing. I caught up fully after lapsing for like a decade.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Oh. Here comes the guy who makes sure you read Penny Arcade.
You didn't sign the end license user agreement.
Tycho, you've gone too far this time.
Yeah, Microsoft's getting pissed now.
Because I want to help them.
Bullshit.
Something written into my code commands me to do what is right.
That's because you're written in Java like a bitch.
Why are you so mean, MCP? It's literally in my title. I am the mean controlling programmer.
They help each other, that's all.
This is so stupid.
Uh-oh, look out!
No, seriously, you can't use Microsoft services unless you agree.
Well, you know what? I don't agree. Where's the button to kick your ass?
That would be open source, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I mean, I use a lot of open source software wherever I can, personally, so... I seem to recall this guy was kind of... I mean, my problem with it is that he loves to scoot over to the end of the arena when you're doing a combo on him, so... I mean, at least here he's kind of caught. It's not like the Lich, in Kingdom Hearts 3, who is just fucking huge areas where you can just run away and zone forever.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, I like the way you describe him as scooting around the arena. It makes him seem a lot more adorable.
I mean, yeah, it's just like he's a little that kind of deal.
Oh, I love the little detail of Sora's actual Space Paradise design changing with your forms and whatnot.
The forms that Sora does take when he goes into particular worlds, they're pretty inspired, and I do like, like you said, how they reflect, the different forms you adopt. Now that I think about it, I don't think I used forms that much in Lion King world, you can't use forms, is that right?
No, not at all.
Okay, because I'm fixing to say, because I'm like, man, I don't remember taking any forms in Lion King and having the lion form reflect that in some way.
Haha! Done. Goofy points a good aim. Jackpot! That was a Devil May Cry reference, folks.
It was, yes, thank you.
I can explain things too.
The power of Rule 34, too much.
Just a single flash of something you would never want to admit to seeing.
See, now that we finally plugged the computer into an Ethernet core, maybe we'll get something out of here.
See, they are trying desperately to create an N64 emulator that is 100% flawless.
Apparently, it's come a long way since I tried it last, but, you know, there's still some weird flaws.
Well, they've been decompiling certain N64 games, which is massive.
Isn't the code for Super Mario 64, didn't that get, like, leaked?
I don't want to commit to anything here. People in the comments, let us know.
Yeah, because I could have sworn I heard something about that, but yeah, let us know.
And from this angle, we can see the, I'm gonna be, tactful here and call them horns. Handlebars would imply something else. You said Sora should get a motorbike. What if he turned into a motorbike?
What if that didn't happen and you forgot you said that?
I was part of the original system, and Ansem modified me too.
I was a lot more orange back in the day.
My butt wasn't as big. It's a little awkward.
Ansem is also the one who brought back the MCP.
I don't know why he did that.
I don't know why he made a self-destruct program for the fucking town, but here we are.
Hey, that's a good point.
That's okay, but now I really don't get it.
Well, that's because you're stupid, Sora.
Understand it either.
Do you understand every facet of a computer?
You are going to be the ones who
more than Sora does.
Fair, I guess.
You have the ability to take illogical routes.
This is my fucking job, Tom. Of course I do.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that you actually have a life.
I forget sometimes too.
Quick, into the big... What is that? Honeycomb. Yeah, there we go.
That's a computer.
No, it's a banjo reference, clearly.
Wonder what version of DOS was out at the time this movie came out. 82, you said. I'll have to look that up.
Let's see. DOS 82. Oh, that is not helpful at all. It just brought up, like, passport forms.
Yeah, you're gonna have to specify probably the operating system, but I can look it up, it's fine.
By the by, don't bother looking for Pac-Man in the background on those grids. He has been removed.
Are the new password.
Sonic inflation.
Don't like that.
Thanks, Tron.
The MCP won't either when he finds out that's the password.
Yeah, just fill his hard drive full of it. Now you will know how the rest of the internet feels. Joy.